Good evening and welcome back to Caped Crusader Chris. As always, I am Caped Crusader Chris, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening. So tonight I'm going to be doing my overview and review for episode 2, season 2 of Batman Caped Crusader. If you want to watch my review for episode 1, I will link that down below. You're more than welcome to check that out and come back and join me for this one if you'd like. I'm going to be going into plot points, so spoilers. I'm going to be going over things that I really enjoyed and what I think this season is establishing so far, leading into further episodes. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We start off at an explosion in this building, now known as Triad Headquarters, Triad Industries. We see a character emulates very much Rocketeer. Rocketeer is an old timey hero, it's very Art Deco looking, and I think Caped Crusader does that very well. It really features this beautiful Art Deco feeling that is captured in B-Test and other iterations as well. So the beginning of the episode, we see this explosion. We see that this person, they have a heart, because they warn the security guards that are there. They warn them and tell them, this is not about you, get out the building, and then they do what they got to do. So cut 2, we see a meeting between Bruce Wayne, Lucius Fox, and Alfred Pennyworth. This is the first appearance for Lucius in this season so far. And this is why I love this iteration of Batman Bruce Wayne, because of course, whenever you have Bruce Wayne, you have to up the antics of being, ignorant and arrogant, being, at times reckless with your money. But Bruce Wayne is always Batman with or without the mask. He's always going to make the decisions that he feels that are best. So Lucius is telling him like, oh, there was this explosion, and Bruce is like, oh, I remember this company. Set up a meeting with them. I want to meet them again about their energy source that they developed. And Lucius is like, you passed on them. Why do you want to meet them? You thought they weren't good enough or that they were messy. Bruce is like, just make the meeting. I know what I'm doing. Because he knows what he's doing. He needs to figure out why there was this explosion at this building. So cut 2, our first time seeing Batman in this episode. He's doing the classic detective work. And there's a stranger there that's sort of walking the location of the explosion. What I do love about Batman, whenever he glides into it, it sort of looks like the Kingdom Come glider, which I love that Batman's wearing in this. What I think this episode establishes early on is that this villain, the villain of the week, the villain of this episode, is not someone that wants to kill. And Batman is trying to figure out exactly who it is, of course. Cut 2. An old-timey black and white footage reel being narrated and presented by a character named Dr. Roxanne Sutton. Dr. Roxanne is being voiced by Wunmi Mosaku. She is in Sinners as well as Loki. She's a wonderful actress. And I love whenever they do these throwback features, these throwback black and white stuff. It feels like a warm suit on a cold winter's day and a nice ice cold sweet tea on a hot summer's day. It's comforting to me. I like how they capture the aesthetic of this Art Deco, old-timey, industrial feeling time. They capture it beautifully, much like B-Taz, with Bruce Timm in them. I think this is wonderful. Cut 2, Bruce Wayne is meeting up with Lucius Fox, a triad, excuse me. We meet 3 individuals, one individual named Warren Lawford, Armand Lidecker, and Gunther Hardwick. These 3 individuals are the heads of this company, and they're trying to convince Bruce Wayne, Batman, to invest, to buy into what they're selling, basically drink our Kool-Aid. And we find out that Dr. Roxanne, the individual that we saw in this reel for the company, is dead. She died in a house fire. Very unfortunate. We come to find out these 3 individuals had a hand in it. So, Bruce obviously, this is what I love about this iteration of Bruce Wayne. Like in any other iteration, he knows whenever you're messing with him. He can read someone off the rip. He can know if they're good or bad individuals, if they have good intentions and bad intentions. And that's what I love about this Batman. He's always on his toes. He's always on the lookout to see what he can figure out. So in order to look into that, he starts looking into the investigation on who was Dr. Roxanne. How did she die? She died in an explosion. It seems very suspicious. So now we have Batman facing off with this Rocketeer, Red Rocket looking individual, and now he's going to face off with him. Side note, this character, Roxy Rocket, was introduced in B-Test all the way back in 1994, so she's no stranger to being in these animated series of Batman. This is where she was introduced. She was created by Paul Dini and them. Turns out Red Rocket is Dr. Roxanne. She's trying to stop this company from doing what they're doing. And we see a beautiful chain trace sequence between Batman and Roxanne. And as I'm watching this, I'm literally thinking to myself, he needs a Batwing. He needs a Batwing. She can fly. She's faster than him. This Batmobile can't. She flew over the canyons, over this giant cliff. He can't reach her. We'll get it foreshadowing because we're gonna get a Batwing later on. And cut back, we see what happened to her. Her face is all mangled. She's distressed. She's angry. She's out for vengeance. We figure out what exactly happened. She was blown up by the three heads of this industry, of her three co-workers, the ones that she trusted with her life at Triad. They killed her. They set her up and they blew up her house. But they didn't actually kill her. They just scarred her. And it's this episode very much is a commentary on corruption, on greed, on these big industrial companies will do whatever they can to squeeze as much money as they can out of their products, even if this product is dangerous and unstable. Something that Roxanne knows and pushed against, they'll do whatever they can to get their money. I really liked how this episode handled that topic. And then we cut to our third act, the finale of this episode. We see that the three heads of the company are going to put on this sort of test for these big money makers in the world. They're going to put on the test, even though they know it's unstable, even though they know that it can be unstable and that Dr. Roxanne is after this product. They're going to do whatever they can to get the test off, and she's going to do whatever she can to stop them. Cut to the Batwing. We see this Caped Crusader's iteration of the Batwing, and I think it's so good. It looks so clean, very aviator. It's just like classic looking 1940s, war dog, just plain looking, World War II. It's very, very neat the way that they did this Batwing. Of course, we see that Batman and Roxanne start working with each other because he needs to stop this corrupt company, but he also needs to make sure like she doesn't kill anybody. And ultimately she ends up stopping them, but she pays with her life. And Batman does what he can to sort of stop them as well. And like I just got into right now, this episode very much paints like how corruption can eat someone up. And I'm not talking about Dr. Roxanne. I'm talking about the other three people, the other three, men that she worked with, and how people do whatever they can to get what they want. And it's unsettling. And in the world of Gotham City, in the world of Batman does what he can to stop this corruption. And ultimately, the company shuts down. They're found guilty of treason. And Bruce Wayne sees how vengeance, understandably in this case, vengeance can eat someone alive and ultimately cost them their lives. And that's what it did for Dr. Roxanne. The last thing we see is Dr. Hugo Strange smiling. Joker kills him. Joker. Not foreshadowing. Straight up Joker. I don't know why I said foreshadowing. We know it's Joker. Of course, they're setting the building blocks for throughout the season when we're going to finally be introduced to the Joker and what ultimately is going to lead to, I'm assuming, amazing episodes later down this season as well. So, overall, what did I feel about this episode? Rocket's Red Glare. I think it's a commentary on vengeance. It's a commentary on corruption. It's a commentary on, you have these energy resources, how they're being used for evil and not good. I think it's all that, a culmination of this in this episode. And I think they did a wonderful job sort of talking about it and presenting it in a Caped Crusader episode. But yeah, I really love this episode. I can't wait to get into the next one, and get my review for that one. Now, I think it's really good, and I love the season so far. So, what did you think of this episode? How did you feel about Cape Crusaders' iteration of Dr. Roxanne, and how they were able to get this episode going throughout? So, comment down below. What do you think? Like, share, subscribe, all those good things. I really do appreciate the support that I have been receiving. But as always, guys, I am Cape Crusader Chris. Catch you next time. Peace.